Welcome. We're going to spend some time and look at the Owls Pals curriculum kit and the materials inside that are going to help you effectively implement the Owls Pals Kids Making Healthy Choices program. The first thing that you're going to do when you get your kit is you are going to turn it into a puppet house so that when the children ask you, where does Owl live, you'll be able to say he lives right here. When you open your box up, what you'll see is that there are 2 tabs and they fit very neatly into these slots. You'll pull the sides out and voila, you have a cute house for your puppets and for your materials. So let's look inside. The first thing we notice are the puppets, but we're actually going to start by looking at the volumes that contain the lessons. You have 2 complete sets. You have a spiral version and a ring binder version. The ring binder version has all the materials that you'll need. It has photographs, it has various colored pages, and your spiral version has all the text for the entire curriculum. You probably are going to have samples of some of the pages that I'm going to show you as we look through the manual. Before you get ready to start implementing, we would encourage you to read the preface. This has lots of information about the research on which the program is built and will remind you about why you are doing this work with the children in your class. You'll also see that at the back of the preface is an introductory letter that can be copied onto your school stationery and can be sent home so that parents know you're getting ready to start the Owls Pals program. Let's turn to Lesson 17 so we can take a look at some of the features of the curriculum lessons and how they're going to work easily for you in your classroom. At the beginning of every page, what you'll see at the beginning of every chapter is a pink overview sheet. And this sheet has a little summary of what is the lesson going to look like, and it has a little reminder of the resilience skills that you're going to be working on through this lesson, which we will return to at another time. And this is just basically lets you know what is this lesson about. This lesson has an example of a mental health tip, which is designed to help you implement the lesson well and to give you a little heads up. And then each lesson starts with a white overview page again that has all the materials that you would need to implement this lesson. What you'll see is if there is an asterisk next to the material, that it is going to be included in the curriculum kit, and you don't need to go looking for it. Pretty much everything you need to implement Owls Pals is going to be contained in your kit with a very few exceptions. This lesson also has an example of some of the photographs that get used to support the learning. And what we love for you to do is after you have taught this lesson, for you to take the photographs out and to put them up in your classroom so that when kids look around, they are going to see reminders of the lesson that you taught and ideally some of the concepts that you're encouraging them to work toward gaining. Each of these photographs is numbered so that at the end of the school year when you're taking down your classroom, you can put them right back where they belong so you're ready at the beginning of next year to start your Owls Pals program again. Let's now also take a peek at Lesson 5. Lesson 5 is one of the lessons that has an example of a puppet script. And what you'll see is that the lesson has the script intact within the white pages. But for those times when you have puppets on your hands and you can't turn pages, you'll see that on the blue pages, only on one side is the script from the puppet conversation that you're going to be leading. So you can lay them out in front of you without having to turn pages. At the back of this manual are also reproducible masters, and these are pages that you can copy and use as much as you'd like in the context of the lesson and pop those up in your classroom too. Let's also look at the parent letters. 14 Owls Pals lessons have parent letters that go home to let parents know what's going on in the lessons that are being taught. And they additionally have at-home activities that parents can do with their children to reinforce the concepts. These letters come 25 to a pack and are also available in Spanish. You can order these from Wingspan, or you can have your system order the masters. We also are going to take a few minutes and look at the puppets. In some ways, the puppets are the center of the Owls Pals program. This is Al. He is our primary role model. And as you can see, Al is built to go on the adult hand. While we use these puppets in the teaching of the curriculum, what we want to be very clear about is that they are teaching tools. They are not toys for children. So we encourage you to keep them separate from any of the play places where children might have access to the puppets. And we encourage you not so much to think of this as a puppet show, but certainly to be thinking about how you can hold the puppets up nice and high, make sure that the eyes are facing the children, and certainly practice a little bit in the mirror so that you can get used to what's it going to look like to have a puppet on your hand. What we hear from teachers and from children is that children get very connected to Al and to Keisha and Ty, and they have a common bonding experience through the messages that the puppets deliver. So this is Al, and he is our primary role model. I'm going to introduce you to the other puppets as well. Keisha is another positive role model for children. She often makes good choices just like Al does. She loves music, and what you'll see is that Keisha often introduces the songs that come with the Owls Pals program. And finally, this is Ty. Ty is our sensation-seeking little puppet. Not so much that Ty is not a good child, but Ty is a child who is interested in seeing what will happen if I try something interesting. What we know about Ty is that Ty learns all kinds of lessons as he moves through some of the puppet scripts. Not all lessons are going to have puppet scripts, but certainly we would encourage you as you move through the program to bring out the puppets when you have opportunities to build social skills and to teach children positive lessons. We also, as part of bringing the puppets in and out, have music that we use to help the children settle themselves down and get ready if there's going to be a puppet script in one of the lessons. So let's take a moment and listen to the transition song that we use to welcome the puppets out. And this is Al, Will You Come Out? How will you come out? How will you come out? How will you come out to talk with us? We're sitting calmly, there's no fuss. How will you come out to talk with us? After that song, your kids are probably sitting calmly. And we also, at the end of a puppet script, will have a bye-bye song. And this is, you're going to hear Bye-Bye Al, but you can certainly also do Bye-Bye Keisha, Bye-Bye Ty. Now it's time to say goodbye. Bye-bye Al. Thanks so much for stopping by. One of our lessons, we actually let all the children touch the puppets with their pinky to say goodbye. And because the puppets are teaching tools, this is an opportunity for the children to get their hands on the puppets in a gentle and appropriate way. We also, just as a little tip, remind you to be cautious when you take the puppets up off your hand, that you don't bite them off, but that you very gently take the puppets off when you're finished with the puppet script and put them back. You heard two songs that are part of the music that accompanies your Owls Pals curriculum. We developed music specifically to reinforce the social concepts that are taught in the curriculum and to give children something different to be singing than some of the songs that they might be singing otherwise. All the music is in a variety of styles and tempo, and our hope is that it appeals to a wide variety of children from a variety of backgrounds. The music was developed by Emmy Award-winning songwriter John Bauer, and what you'll see when you get your curriculum kit is that most of you will have one CD. And we encourage you to go ahead and play that all the way through and get a sense of what does the music sound like. As with all of the materials in the kit, once the lesson has introduced a song, we would love for you to continue to play that song over and over whenever it fits in your classroom. So for example, after the Calm Down song has been introduced, you can certainly play that song outside the lessons and outside curriculum delivery. Just make it part of your classroom. You'll also see in your curriculum kit is a songbook, and not only is this to help you remember the words to the songs and learn the words, it comes on a ring so that you can take these different pages off and hang them up. But you can also, as children are using any opportunity to practice reading, you can have the posted words so that as children are learning the words to songs, they are also seeing the words written up for them. The music is available outside. If you wanted to order extra copies of the music, just let Wingspan know. We'd be happy to provide that for you. Some teachers also asked us for t-shirts and aprons and those kinds of items to kind of reflect the Owls Pals puppets, and those are available. Also, you can visit our website and take a peek at that. Now we're going to look at some of the supplemental materials in the curriculum kit. We'll start with the allograms. The allograms are intended to help you recognize eyebrow-raising positive behavior choices, to encourage children and to reinforce when they demonstrate positive social skills. So for example, you might have a young man named Tyrone, and you would say, Owls Pal Tyrone made a safe and healthy choice today. Owls Pal Kim calmed down today. Owls Pal Sam solved a problem. Owls Pal Reba, and you would fill this in with one of the skills we haven't included but that you think is noteworthy and important. Owls Pal Michael brainstormed lots of ideas. Owls Pal Maya used kind words. Owls Pal Jennifer cared about a friend's feeling. And Owls Pal Mario stopped and thought about what to do. One of the teachers that we worked with actually took one copy of each of these and laminated it and made a necklace so that when she gave an allogram out to go home, the child also got to wear the allogram necklace all day, which we thought was a great idea. Also included in the kit are two books. These books take place inside lessons, are used in the lesson. One book is It's My Body, and the other book is Just Because I Am, a child's book of affirmations. Also, you'll see behind me two posters that are included in your kit. These are the problem-solving steps. These are the calm-down steps, and these also will be introduced in lessons and hung in the classroom to reinforce as children practice and learn these skills. Also, we have in the kit certificates. At the end of your Owls Pals year, you can send home certificates with the kids to celebrate their having completed this program and gained social skills. These are also available in Spanish. So by using the materials in this kit, by teaching the lessons, by reinforcing the learning between the lessons, what we know is that you will be able to help children develop essential, positive, social choice behaviors.